Hello and welcome to Legal Growth Podcast. I am your host, Aaron Fulk, and together with Legal Growth Partners, we'll bring you in-depth conversations with top legal professionals, industry innovators, and firm leaders. Our goal is simple: share practical insights, innovative strategies, and real-world advice to help your law firm scale, adapt, and thrive. Whether you're navigating growth challenges or looking to boost your business development, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. This week, our guest is Kasey Klenda. Welcome, Kasey.
Hey, thank you so much, Aaron. Excited to be on.
I know. I'm so excited too. So, okay. And we just learned we were neighbors. So we should have just done this in person, but we're going to do it like this. This is going to be so fun. So just give us a quick overview of how you chose to get into law and what your specialty is.
Yes. So jumping into law was almost a process by elimination, actually. I was a finance and accounting major in undergrad and interned with a couple different companies and banks and didn't find anything that kind of fit my style or fit my strengths. And then coming up on that junior and senior year of college, I decided to take the LSAT. My dad is a longtime attorney and now a district court judge. So he was like, Kasey, you got to do something. Take the LSAT. Let's see what happens. So took the LSAT and got into Washburn Law University in Topeka, Kansas. So went straight from Benedictine College for my undergrad to Washburn for law school.
Did you go to Benedictine for sports?
I did, yeah. So I played college soccer. I am originally from McPherson, Kansas, which is a small town in central Kansas, and played, all the sports growing up, basketball, soccer, tennis, and then really leaned into soccer. And then that's how I ended up at Benedictine College for undergrad.
I think there was a lot of Bishop Miege kids back in the day that all went to Benedictine for.
That's right. Bishop Miege and a lot of St. Thomas Aquinas guys that I'm still friends with.
Awesome. Okay. So is there any, just side note, is there any chance ever that you end up in your dad's courtroom in your space?
That's a great question. Perhaps in his judicial district, but I'm sure he would recuse himself if Joe or myself were in front of him. And I'm sure we'll talk about here in a little bit, but we do medical malpractice and personal injury litigation on the plaintiff side. But yeah, he's still down in central Kansas and really enjoys being on the bench now.
And then how did you choose those specialties?
Really, it goes back to sports. So when I went to law school, I was thinking that I was going to be more business transactional focused and even an emphasis on some sports law. I clerked for a startup company in Boulder, Colorado while I was in law school that created sports apps for some really cool different entities and sports conferences like the ACC and the Chicago White Sox and some really cool Division I conferences. And so anyways, I got to work on some cool projects. But then when I went back for my last year of law school, I wanted to get into more litigation. And it really is just kind of the competitive nature in me. There is, the plaintiffs and defense, you get to argue both sides. And that's really what kind of drew me towards litigation.
Yeah, that's fun. I can see that being that competitive. I played a college sport too, so that competitive piece transfers really well. So what has been your biggest growth success story so far?
Ooh, biggest growth success story. That's a good question. I don't think it's just one single event. But Joe and I, my law partner, we've been lucky enough to litigate and to resolve some, $1 million plus cases since we've been with this firm, Scholl Klenda. And so I don't think it's just one single event that has been the key to success, if that's the question, but more of the sense of just putting in that consistent work over and over and just being there and working hard on each and every case.
Love that. And what is your favorite non-legal skill that has surprisingly been super helpful in running your firm?
Going back to sports, probably being a team player. Here at Scholl Klenda, no one here has an ego. We all work hard. We all pitch in to make the firm successful. So I would certainly say one trait, which is, goes across all industries, but is being a team player. Another one I would say is having some empathy. We work with clients and families that have been, their lives have been forever changed due to the negligence of either a driver or a healthcare provider. So we meet with families and clients that are at a very low point in their life, and it's what I really enjoy is helping those people in need and almost being the underdog a little bit of trying to fight against the big insurance companies and those big defense firms.
Love that. So looking at what trends or changes do you see shaping the future of law, and what are you all doing to stay ahead of that?
The hot topic right now, which I think is across the board, is certainly AI. We are honing in AI to a certain degree on some of the things we do. Of course, we're doing it in a practical and ethical way. But it's certainly made its mark within the personal injury space. And so I think that's a hot topic for sure.
Amazing. Okay, well, I really appreciate you coming on. And we are, for everybody watching, you referred to your partner quite a bit. So he's going to be a guest as well. So they can go watch both of them and learn a lot more about your firm. Thank you so much for joining us on the Legal Growth Podcast presented by Legal Growth Partners. If you enjoyed today's episode, subscribe, drop us a review, and share it with your colleagues, because great insights are even better when shared. For more tips and tools to help grow your practice, visit LegalGrowthPartners.com. And until next time, keep innovating, keep growing, and keep smiling. Thank you so much, Kasey. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Aaron.